It almost feels now like I'm getting punked by Traxxas. Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's a first look, run, and review of the new Traxxas TRX4 Sport High Trail Edition. And this is almost everything that I always wished for. If you can imagine, years ago when the first TRX4 came out with all the functions, the locking, differentials, the 2-speed, I always said, man, it would be nice if they did a simpler version. And then they did the TRX4 Sport, and out it came, and it was great, and it was simple, and it was exactly the sort of truck that I really liked. Now, fast forward to many years later, they've done countless iterations of the TRX4. They started offering the High Trail Edition, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought they were a nice, large format, sort of monster truck almost. You could mud truck it very easily. And I always said to myself, man, wouldn't it be nice if they did a simpler version of that? Well, here it is, the TRX4 Sport High Trail Edition. This is the most basic and cheapest way to get into a high trail right now from Traxxas. It offers the same 2.2-inch Canyon Trail tires and 2.2-inch glue-on wheels, the extended shocks, the entire lift kit is installed. It's everything that all the other high trails are without all the complications. So you are quite literally getting yourself a TRX4 Sport with a lift kit already installed. And I really like this. I still really like this one. This was always sort of my favorite model, if you will. And to see them offer a High Trail Edition just completes that whole product lineup. There are some differences between this TRX4 Sport and the TRX4 Sports that you could get before. This one has a come hither clipless body, which I'm really happy to see. That, of course, is one of the big differences between this body and the rest. There are no holes for body posts. It is the clipless system. And they've done a good job of integrating it here and still keeping a lot of that rigidity that you would expect from these clipless bodies. It has all of the details and accessories that come on the bed. You get the fuel cells, you get a fire extinguisher, you get some functional sand ladders, you get a high lift jack, you get some tools, and you get this nice cage as well, which, yes, it does change the overall center of gravity, but when a truck is already this lifted, I don't think that extra bit of weight up top really is going to make much of a difference. It's cool how they did integrate those clipless body mounts into the front here by adding a couple of, I guess you could call them hood vents, probably is a better term, speed holes. All of those things work. Nice big beefy front bumper with D-rings, spot for a faux winch, which does also work with the actual scale winch that Traxxas offers. There is a fair lead up front there as well, just a nice aggressive front look. All the light buckets are included as well, so if you wanted to add a pro scale light kit to this TRX4 Sport, you can do that. You'll get headlights, taillights. There is room for rock lights as well. This is basically the simplest, cheapest version of a high trail that you can get. And in my opinion, it's probably one of the better ones. I think it's a great platform for building. And Josh and I have done countless episodes on TRX4 Sport upgrades. I will put a link right up there so you can check out that entire playlist. It is definitely worth watching. Lots of cool stuff happened in that series, and lots of things that could apply to your new TRX4 Sport High Trail Edition. The big differentiator between the Sport and the rest of the TRX4 lineup is that the Sport is a much simpler version of that line. So you do not get shifting servos for the 2-speed transmission. It is basically locked in low gear. There are also no servos for the locking and unlocking differentials. Those are in the locked position. So you are getting a true 4-wheel drive full-time off-road vehicle. It does still feature the XL5 high voltage and 21-turn 550 can motor. That's basically the main differences. The Sport generally also didn't have the clipless body, but now it does, which I think is a huge improvement. I love not seeing body clips. We don't need them anymore. It's 2023, people. There's also no point in lowering this truck. I know I can do that, and that's been done a number of times here already, but this high trail is going to stay high. Strikes against it include stickers for windows. We're getting pretty used to that by now. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Traxxas did explain to me that the painting process for these bodies is one big giant screen print. They actually paint all of the Lexan in one big giant sheet, and then they vacuum form and pump these bodies out after it's already been painted. So there isn't an option to create clear windows unless you do it at home with the techniques that I showed in a couple weeks back on What's on the Bench. I will also link to that video right up here so you can check that one out at your leisure too. It works really well and is not difficult to do. Other negatives, I'm a little bummed that they're only doing a metallic blue and a metallic red. I would have loved to have seen the tan body. I thought that one always looked really cool. Perhaps with a different color beadlock ring. These are just a painted beadlock. They are not an actual beadlock. They are just a glue-on wheel. It would have been nice to see a little bit of color variance there, something maybe a little more special. It seems like all of the high trails lately have been blue or red, so it would have been nice to see not blue and not red. Any other color would do. White, tan, purple. In the box you do get some fender decals, some tools, a manual, and also comes with the very, very basic top qualifier 2.4 gigahertz radio, which is just a 2-channel radio. This is not very complicated. There isn't much to do on these radios. There is no telemetry. There is no option for anything. It's very, very simple, but effective. And I think rather than drive this one stock, because we know what a high trail is going to drive like, it might be best to put some upgrades on the truck before we even take it out. And so why not install the Pro Scale light kit? This will give us headlights, taillights, reverse lights, turn signals, hazards, the works. High beam, low beam, and then we'll also probably end up adding some rock lights as well. These are nice to have. I love rock lights. I think they definitely look cool. Considering there's a place for them, why not? There's also a couple of light bars that we can add for that rack up top. There's one. There's the other. What else have we got? And then there's the Expedition rack lights as well. So we'll add those. There's a nice anodized blue fair lead in there. That's going to look pretty sick. Go ahead and upgrade the steering servo as well to one with 400 inches of torque. That is also waterproof. That will require a BEC, so we'll be adding the BEC kit as well. Let's also throw the Pro Scale winch on there as well. It's going to look awesome on the front there. We're going to kit this out to be a nice Overland style vehicle. So lots of upgrades to come for this vehicle. I'm very excited about putting them all on there. I predict because of the simpler electronics and less overall weight that this will probably be a slightly better performing truck. There's only one way to find out. Let's take it outside.
I need to get inside your head. I got to know if you insane. I wanna swim around your bloodstream. I'm a cat's cradle with your veins. Am I alive or am I dead? To me they both look the same. Don't be afraid to let me in. You acting like I'm gonna bite. Don't get me wrong, I kinda like them feisty. I know I'll get to you in time. And even though you got that body, I'm only in it for your mind. Come on, pretty mama, come on, pretty Molly, I'm a zombie. Come on, little lady, come with me, I said the zombie with me. Come on, pretty mama, come on, pretty mommy, I'm a zombie. possessed, that I am sick or maybe crazed. But I'll show you that I feel just peachy. I'm feeling better every day. I only get a little touchy when I am hungry for some brains. Come on, pretty mama, come on, pretty mommy, I'm a zombie. Come on, little lady, come and be a zombie with me. Come on, pretty mama, come on, pretty mommy, I'm a zombie. Come on, little lady, come and be a zombie with me.
All right, out with the Traxxas TRX4 Sport High Trail on a dusk evening, summer, getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, but I suffer for you. This is my art. Just kidding. Did you really think I was going to do that in the dark? I mean, it was fun to make you think so, but no, we're out here during the day driving our TRX4 Sport High Trail Edition. And instantly I can tell you that its higher center of gravity is definitely going to affect performance. It's not a rock crawler. And it'll do fine among, you know, some obstacles, but some things like this, that's just too steep. There's too much weight on the back of this truck. We'll just topple it back over. So line choice is going to be definitely something you're going to have to give some thought to. Perhaps a lot. Temper your expectations for how this truck is going to work or not work for you, for that matter. So as expected, its high center of gravity combined with that cage on top and the larger wheels and tires, it's going to be a much more challenging rock crawler than say its normal 1.9 not lifted brethren. Because of that lift kit, it can certainly get itself up and over a lot of obstacles, but it's not as planted on the rocks, and that's just, you know, that's to be expected. It does fairly well, but it really is, you know, it's a lifted truck, so you kind of have to take that into consideration when driving. It still looks great tackling some of these obstacles. And, you know, with the right line and the right amount of throttle, you can make things look pretty good and pretty easy. But its weight and its height does definitely detract from its overall abilities. And I think that's pretty fair to say. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. It still does pretty darn well, all things considered. And I think with some shock tuning and maybe a better set of wheels and tires with a little more weight down low, I think it'll probably do even better. But I don't think the intended audience is necessarily your hardcore rock crawler group. I think this is really meant to be more of a beginner truck or an enthusiast truck, something that gets you started in the RC world. It's still, you know, it's still a lot of fun. I love this truck. I've always liked the Sport as opposed to all the other ones because it's just a simpler operating vehicle. Now I've gone ahead and added all of the lights and the BEC and the 400-ounce waterproof servo. So its steering capability is certainly better than it would be stock. And I mean, you know, RTRs generally don't have the best servos in the world. But I think that if you were trying to do some of this more technical stuff, you'd have a pretty difficult time with the stock servo. Not to say it's impossible, but I think it would get bound up pretty quickly. You might find yourself having some serious problems. There we go. See? The right amount of throttle, wheel speed, and correct line choice will always get you through. Well, not always. Most of the time. Now, it certainly has a lot of wheel speed. There's no doubt about that. Despite not having the 2-speed transmission. I don't think most people even really need a 2-speed, if I'm honest. I think you can get away with not having one. Well, I've done a really good job of turtling myself. Plenty of wheel speed, even without the 2-speed. I honestly, I don't think most people even need a 2-speed. I think it's one of those things that is good marketing speak, but realistically, you can do pretty much anything you need with a good motor and the right gearing. It does look pretty fun on the rocks, doesn't it? It handles a lot of obstacles with aplomb. You may need to look that word up. I did. If you prefer the simpler transmission, not lockable, unlockable diffs, then this might be an excellent choice for you, especially if you're looking for a cheaper way to get into a high trail. This might be the one. I'm not sure how many of you know this, but the XL5, the stock ESC that comes with every TRX4, does have a crawl mode, which allows for 100% drag brake as soon as you let off throttle and instant reverse, which is not what it defaults to. It defaults to trail mode, which gives you something like 60 or 80% drag brake and no instant reverse. So I like this crawler mode best. I think it works best for the truck. All right, not much else I can tell you. I think that's going to probably do it for this review. My thanks to Traxxas for sending along the new TRX4 Sport High Trail. I would like to see myself do some more stuff to this one. I think a different body set, maybe different wheels and tires. Certainly a few things that I'm going to do to try to customize it and make it my own. I love all the lights. I think that is really cool and made for a really interesting running video. Of course, if you like this video, you like live commentary, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get updates anytime there's a new video from the Scale Builders Guild. I think that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.